So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so the All-Star weekend has come to a close, and we're ready to start the second half of the NBA season. And for the Chicago Bulls, things are looking up for those Chicago Bulls going into the second half of the season. So, in this video, I'm going to give y'all 3 reasons why things are looking up for the Chicago Bulls. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video, back at it with another Bulls in-season discussion video. Before we get started, I'd like to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I reached a milestone over the weekend. Thank you guys for the continued support, rocking with my channel for so long, and constantly enjoying the videos that I put out on a daily basis. And I really appreciate it. This means a lot to me. No, the number doesn't, but just the thought and effort that you guys put out watching my videos, makes me happy, makes me smile. So thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Let's try to get to 200 by the end of March. That's my next milestone, is to try to get to 200 subscribers by the end of March. So, thank you guys. I will be putting out more content as the year goes on. So, the first thing I really want to talk about with the Chicago Bulls right now is that they got hot at the right time. Now, going into the second half of the season, we didn't know where the Bulls would be, without Zach LaVine, without Alex Caruso, without Patrick Williams. But the Bulls got hot. They were struggling for a little midst and midway through before the All-Star break, but the couple weeks before the All-Star break, they got hot. And they're only a game behind the Heat. If that, they're like a loss behind the Heat by tiebreaker. And they're a game and a half ahead of the closest team, which is the Milwaukee Bucks. So they got hot at the right time. They're not too far behind in the standings. They're not like 4 games behind the Miami Heat, but they're 2 games ahead. They're like a game and a half above Milwaukee, if I'm making sense. Basically, really, if they continue on this trajectory, they will probably be a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. If they don't snatch the number 1 seed from the Miami Heat before the season ends. There's 21, 22 games left in the regular season. The schedule is getting ready to heat up. So the Bulls got hot at the right time, and they needed to. So, because the schedule is getting ready to heat up again, and you got to win these games to be able to not only legitimize yourself, but to put yourself in a very comfortable situation on that number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So that's one reason why the Bulls season is looking up, why the second half of the season is looking up. Now, the second reason is they're getting healthy. Now, it's scary to think that the Bulls are number 2, should be number 1 in the East, but technicality. And half their roster is missing. You got Alex Caruso missing, or injured. You got Lonzo Ball injured, Zach LaVine injured, Patrick Williams injured. There's a couple more guys that are missing on this team, but those are the guys I can really think of that make an impact on this team. But some good news: guys are getting back healthy. Alex Caruso is probably going to be shooting this week. Lonzo Ball, he's making big strides, with his injury progress. What's another one? Patrick Williams will probably be back next month. He's also been shooting. I've seen him dunking, actually. So, and then of course, our other star, our secondary star, Zach LaVine, he's getting healthy too. He is healthy. He's ready to play again. He played in the All-Star game. He's healthy. And it's funny because Zach said this too. We're number 2 in the East, and we don't even have all our players yet. That's scary. Zach LaVine is entirely right. Now that the Bulls are getting healthy, look for them to be major players in the Eastern Conference, which is filled with teams like Cleveland, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, Miami. The Bulls are up there with those teams. They are a legitimate contender regardless of what anybody says about the Chicago Bulls. Now, you can argue, they haven't beat the best quality of teams these past few games, but this is the NBA. You beat the teams that are put in front of you. So people can miss me with that. But the Bulls are slept on too. So that gives you an extra level of motivation. And once they get healthy, like Patrick Williams, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, they are big additions to this team. They are really important to this team. Not to mention, what I'm getting ready to get into is that, they found the perfect guy for what they needed. And I'm getting ready to get into that in just 1 minute. But the Bulls are getting healthy. And it's scary to think that they're only a game, like not even a game behind the Miami Heat, and their schedule is starting to heat up. They're going to face some inconsistent teams. They're going to face some good teams. But when they're back healthy and everybody's playing at a high level, the Bulls are up there with some of the best teams in the league. So that's another reason the Bulls season, second half of the season, is looking up. Now, number 3 is that the Bulls signed the perfect guy. The Bulls roster is complete now. And what I mean by that, if you haven't heard the news, Tristan Thompson has been signed to the Chicago Bulls. Now, what does this mean? Now, it means we fix a major problem on this team, which is rebounding. Now we have another guy we can plug in to that power forward / center spot. And a guy that can grab rebounds, a guy who can protect the rim, and a guy who can occasionally score when needed to. Tristan Thompson was perfect. That's all the Bulls needed, was a guy that can put some more size on the court, throw another body at Embiid, and get rebounds. That's all the Bulls needed this season. And it makes so much sense now that why they didn't make any trades at the deadline. It's because they only needed one thing, like I said. They only needed a guy that can get rebounds and play with hustle and another body to throw at Embiid. So, Tristan Thompson makes this team instantly better. And he's exactly what they need. Because now that everybody's getting back healthy, you don't need another scorer. Tristan Thompson can either come off the bench or he can start. And when Patrick Williams gets back, that's another body to put on your bench. Another guy that can come out with that second unit, get rebounds, and be a key part of the offense as well. Tristan Thompson has been a very good rebounder his entire career. So the Bulls roster is complete, which means this team is extreme. Tristan Thompson makes this team extremely dangerous when everybody gets back healthy. You can't tell me that a team with Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Kobe White, and Tristan Thompson, along with Alex Caruso on that bench, doesn't make this team an immediate contender. I'm just saying. They found the exact guy they needed to be able to lift the Bulls to probably the number 1 seed in the second half of the season. That's my reasons for why the Bulls season is looking up. Let me know what you guys think about all the reasons I just listed. Leave your comment in the comment section because I will be reading them. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Like I said, I want to try to get to 200 subscribers by the end of March. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these Bulls videos. Hit that like button because it helps the channel grow. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. And see red, guys, because the Bulls are coming for the Eastern Conference, and they are a legit contender in the Eastern Conference when healthy. So, see red, and I'm out. Peace.